Hello, my name is Cherie. I am the student, and today I'll be demonstrating Practical Number 4, Assessment 2, Part A for Counselling Therapies 1. I'll be demonstrating this through video assessment with my partner Robert. The case study we have chosen is client number 1, Wade, age 47. Robert will be playing the role of Wade. Wade has come in to seek counselling because he separated with his ex-girlfriend 3 years ago and can't seem to move on. He has recently met a nice lady, Tracy, but can't help comparing her with his ex. So let's get started. Hello, Wade. My name is Cherie.
How you going?
Good. How are you? Please take a seat. It's nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Well, I think I'm ready. And you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now, I don't know what you might want to talk about, but I'm very ready to hear. We have half an hour to get to know each other as deeply as possible, but we don't need to strive for anything. I guess that's how I'm feeling anyway. Do you want to tell me whatever is on your mind?
Yeah, well, I'm having a lot of problems dealing with the separation from my ex from 3 years ago. I'm having trouble letting her go, and for so long now that I've held on to hope that one day she'll come knocking on my door. But I know this is silly, and she's married and she's moved on now.
You feel silly that she's moved on and you haven't yet? Is that part of it?
Well, that's a lot of it actually. She was such a big part of my life. It's been 3 years and I'm ready to get on with my life now. I know that I've been living in a fantasy world thinking there's some kind of chance that she'll come back one day, we'll get back together, but it'll never happen and it's time for me to get over it.
It sounds like a very doubling feeling. Part of it is, damn it, I wish she'd walk back into my life. The other part is, I need to move on and stop living inside this fantasy.
Yeah, well, I should be stronger. I'm a grown man. It's been a long time now.
Time heals everything, so they say. If only it were that easy.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot easier said than done. I wish it were that easy. I guess I've come to see you because it's time for me to let go. And I've recently met a nice woman, Tracy, and I really want to give her a chance. I can't stop comparing her to my ex. It's driving me nuts.
Driving you nuts because your ex is always on your mind?
Yeah, still to this day. Can you believe it?
You're feeling a little tension at this point, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of conflict. And a lot of pain as well.
A lot of pain. Can you say what that's about?
Yeah, well, I know that it's really over. I guess being here talking about it with someone, it makes it feel a lot more real.
Because before you were living in a kind of fantasy and it didn't feel real?
Yeah, that's it.
What are you experiencing as you sit here right now?
I'm feeling a sense of sadness. I really have been living in a fantasy world for too long, and it's upsetting that I let it go on for so long.
You're upset with yourself?
Yeah.
How do you know you've been living in this fantasy world all of this time?
Well, because it's been 3 years and this is where I am. My ex is remarried and I'm still living in the same inner city apartment. She never came knocking like I imagined she would. Not much has changed in my life, but a lot's changed in hers, so I feel a bit pathetic.
You feel a bit pathetic because you think she's doing better than you?
Well, clearly she's doing better than me.
Because her life has changed and yours not so much?
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that you can't stop comparing Tracy to your ex, but it appears you're comparing your ex to yourself as well.
I know. I just can't help it, I'd like to be strong and accept that we didn't work out and wish her well.
Stay with that feeling. Go on.
But she hurt me. It's hard to accept that it's over and she's better for it.
It's very hard to accept that something that was so precious in your life is doing well after you parted your ways, that something so precious also caused you a lot of pain.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I have anger towards my ex because of this.
So it may feel unreasonable, but still you're angry that after such an upsetting time in your life that she came out happy and you not so much.
Yeah, and I don't want to feel this way. I just don't want to feel angry or compare her to anyone else, myself included. I'm not a bad person.
Of course not.
I do wish her well.
You just want the best for you too, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's, I want to be happy too. It sounds selfish though.
You feel selfish because you want to be as happy as she is?
Yeah, a little.
I understand the conflict and feelings you're experiencing. I remember a few years ago I was in a very unhealthy relationship. When it ended, I was upset for a while. but then I started to feel relieved. But I too felt guilty about feeling relieved. It was very confusing.
Yes, that's a bit like how I feel, like I don't deserve to feel happy.
Yeah, it's a very strange sensation because you kind of feel good and bad at the same time.
Yeah, that's it. I guess that's why I'm here. I'm hoping this therapy can help me with this.
And how else would you like therapy to help?
Like in terms of goals?
Yeah, sure. What are your goals for these sessions?
Well, I'd like to learn new coping skills so they can help me deal with these feelings that keep popping up.
And these feelings we've talked about briefly, are there any other feelings you're experiencing?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Well, I really want to give Tracy a chance, but a part of me is so unsure. I don't know if I'm ready yet to jump into another relationship. I know it's been 3 years. I just don't want to get hurt again.
Of course.
What do you think I should do? My mates keep telling me I've got nothing to lose and the best way to move on is, to give someone else a chance. Is this what you think too?
Wade, I think it's important that you make this decision for yourself. I'm sure you will with time. You've already taken the first step by coming here.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm just wondering how much more time this will take. It's already taken 3 years of my life.
I'd like to try and exercise with you. That is, of course, if you feel comfortable enough trying it.
Okay, what's this exercise involve?
Well, it's called the empty chair technique. Have you heard of it?
No. How does that one work?
Okay, so I'll place 2 chairs opposite each other. One chair will represent giving Tracy a chance and the possibility of starting a new relationship with her. This can be represented through the shoulds and oughts. The other chair will represent the opposite to this, so not starting a relationship with Tracy. This is the positive side, the one without responsibility and the one that finds excuses. I'll ask you to sit in each chair and continuously alternate, expressing only one side of the argument that is represented by the chair you're sitting in each time. Does this make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
It's okay, we can do a practice.
It's okay, I think I get it.
Okay, so what I'll do is, we have 2 chairs here. So this chair over here will represent giving Tracy a chance, and the one you're sitting in now won't. So, did you want to, let's give it a go?
Yeah, sure. Alright. Okay, well I should give Tracy a chance because, she's a nice woman and I like her.
Okay, great.
So I change?
Yeah.
But if I give her a chance and we start a relationship, she could hurt me like my ex did. Tracy's nothing like my ex. I should stop comparing her and thinking that she can hurt me like I've been hurt in the past. They're 2 different girls and I'm in 2 different situations. The right thing to do is give Tracy a chance. I'll never move on from my ex if I'm not willing to give anyone a shot. I'm 47 and I'm not getting any younger. I will end up lonely if I continue like this. Do I keep going?
Yeah, you're doing great.
I'm 47 and busy with work and life, and I don't feel like starting a whole new relationship now. There's no guarantee it will even work out, and then I'll even be more confused. Tracy's not going to want to live in an inner city apartment with my 2 cats if we start a relationship, which means change will be needed. I don't know if I'll have the energy for all this change. If we get together, she should like me for who I am and not expect me to change. I should probably be open to change though. How am I ever supposed to grow and self-improve if I never change? It would do me some good to move actually. That apartment feels so lonely and keeps bringing back memories of my ex. Maybe this is what I need to do to move on. I've always imagined that one day my ex might walk through the door. If I move, I don't think like that anymore. Because let's face it, that's never going to happen. Should I continue?
You're bringing up some very good points here, Wayne. Take your time and continue for as long as you think of new points. Or tell me if you would like to stop.
Okay, I'm happy to go on. For so long it's just been me. I know a few people that are happily single. Maybe that's the key. Who says to be happy and successful means you need to be married and have kids? Why should I conform to society's expectations? Only recently I've started to like myself again. If I start a new relationship with Tracy and she sees this side of me, she may not like it. Or even worse, she may make me question my insecurities. The ones I dealt with all those years ago, they could very well resurface. Life without a partner tends to be simpler, and I've often gotten used to this simplicity. Every day I go to work, come home, and there's no drama. Life may be simpler and there may be less things to stress about, but it's also more boring too. I miss all the drama and the bad times, but with that I don't get to experience the good times too. Is that really how I want to live? No responsibility, but no excitement. I remember times in the past where I would sit and talk about all the things we were going to do and all the things we were going to do in the future with my ex. They were such exciting times. And then some of my best memories. Gee, I miss having that passion. That's all I got, I think.
Okay, well, I think you've done really well. You've definitely brought up some great points. Did you want to have a seat back here? How do you feel the exercise went overall?
Yeah, I'm quite surprised actually. I had a lot to say.
You're quite surprised with all the different points you mentioned? Is that correct?
Well, yes, it's definitely given me more to talk about. Sometimes I think my mind drifts off and that, I think about these things subconsciously, but not really being aware. I'm not sure if that makes sense.
Yeah, it certainly does make sense. So what is your awareness at this moment?
I'm just thinking about all the plans I made for the future. I never thought at the age of 47 that this is where I'd be. Single, no children, living in a small city apartment on my own. Life should have been different. To be honest, I feel like I've just kept to myself for all these years. And time goes by so quickly, and it's also a constant reminder of all the successes but mostly the failures.
And what are you feeling as you sit here and attempt to talk?
I feel sadness and disappointment right now.
How come?
Well, I remember how different life was, how excited I used to be, all those conversations with my ex, I miss that.
Wait, can you bring that fantasy here?
What do you mean?
Well, let's just imagine your ex is sitting in the chair next to you that you just were sitting in, and you were having these same conversations with her now. Can you show me how they would go, how that fantasy would go?
Yeah, okay. It's hard to imagine her sitting here, though.
Yes, it may feel a little weird to begin with, but did you want to give it a shot? We'll see how you go. You can stop at any time.
Okay. Well, today I checked out the house down the road that we love, And, I think that we've been a really good chance of getting it if we put an offer prior to auction. I've already spoken to my boss who can give me some extra hours. I'm really excited because if we get this house, we're going to have so much more room. You mentioned in a couple of years you want to start trying for kids. Well, this is just perfect. You're
feeling a lot of excitement at this point.
Yeah.
You can continue.
Well, for now that third bedroom can remain a study room, but it'll make quite a perfect kids room later on. The neighbourhood is great, has a really good reputation, perfect to raise the kids up there. There's a school, even a kindergarten with all 10 minutes walking distance from the place. It's exactly what we've been looking for. Your parents will love it too. It may need a slight renovation, but nothing major. Actually, I've always wanted to do a mini reno, and this would be the perfect time for it. Plus, it'll add value too, so if you ever choose to sell it later on, we can make a bit of a profit. That's all I can seem to remember for now.
That's fine. You did great. We can leave it there for now, and if you can remember more later on, we can always go back. How does that sound?
Yeah, sure.
Now, how did that make you feel, reliving that memory just then?
Yeah, I felt the excitement. My heart even started pounding.
Pounding with excitement?
Yeah, this is what I miss.
And what is that, Wayne?
Experiencing all those emotions. The ones that come with planning a future and life with someone I love. I wonder if I can ever feel that excitement again.
You fear you won't have this with Tracy?
I'm not sure. It's different with Tracy. It's not love at first sight, but I do really still like her. I think I may give her a chance.
So you could have just come to a decision.
Yeah, I think so. I know that it's not going to be easy. I've got a long way to go, but I'm feeling a little better than what I did before coming in today.
Well, that's great to hear. In what way?
Well, I feel a bit relieved. I think maybe it's because I've been able to talk to someone about how I feel.
Relieved to get it off your chest?
Yeah, well, I don't talk to my family or friends really about this stuff, so they just tell me to get over it and move on. I know this because that's what happened in the past with them. So, thank you.
For listening to you?
Yeah, and for not judging me or telling me what to do.
Well, you've done all the work here, Wayne. I think you've made quite a bit of progress, and I'm happy that you feel somewhat relieved. It looks like our time today has come to an end, but I do look forward to our next session next week. That is, if the time still suits you.
Yeah, sure. I'll see you at 11 a.m. next Wednesday. Thank you for today.
Thank you. And that is all.